All right, welcome back everyone to my pickup show. It's been at least 6 months since I've done one of these because I think the last time I did one possibly was in December. Otherwise, it was much longer than that. And what I used to do is I used to just show off the stuff that I was picking up, the books that I was buying. I have been buying a lot, and it has been a bunch of months since I've last done one of these, so I do have a healthy stack of books to share with you guys. I've got plenty of variants because I like buying variants, some oddball stuff, and even some store exclusives and some convention exclusive type stuff that I like picking up as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you want to see more content like this, let me know in the comments. We're looking to see what else you guys want to see here on the channel, whether it be from me or from some of my buddies who also want to start creating more stuff for you guys. So let me know what you want to see more of. I just got done filming my J. Scott Campbell unboxing for one of his mystery boxes. Go check that out if you haven't seen it already. Yeah, and if you want to see more pickups, I'm going to keep buying comics so I can show you what I'm paying, but not paying, but show you what I'm picking up if you guys are interested in. I just don't know if that's something that you want to see on the regular or just on the random occasion. So like I said, let me know in the comments. Please like, subscribe, hit the alert button so you don't miss anything. Keep telling your friends so I can keep growing the channel. We are getting closer and closer to 2,000 subscribers, at which point I will be doing another giveaway and possibly giving away some of the books that I've been picking up, because as you're about to see, I sometimes buy doubles of a lot of things, and I'm not really a very good reseller in that I never take the time to put things up on eBay. I keep meaning to do a whatnot, and as much as I like to, get rid of comics so I can buy more comics, I'm pretty slow and a little bit lazy when it comes to actually listing comics. But I'm a collector first. All that other stuff, it's just gravy. It's a little bit of a cherry on top, I guess. Most of the stuff I buy, it's just for me. So that being said, I will be doing, like I said, a little bit of a store variant part because I do buy some store exclusives. We usually don't cover those here on the channel, not because I really have anything against store variants per se. I say if you're going to buy a store variant, buy it because you want it for yourself. Don't buy these things for investment purposes, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to lose money if that's your only reason for buying the store exclusives. Yes, occasionally there'll be one that pops, as we've seen recently with like 8 billion genies, and yeah, I bought 2 and I was going to keep one, but the prices were so high I had to get rid of both. And sometimes that's what you got to do. But that all being said, that's a whole secondary part of our conversation here. This is really more about an appreciation of comics and a love of comics. So while I'll show you what I've been picking up, I'll show you the ones I bought. It's not because I have anything against anyone or any shops or stores. I just don't want to show any favoritism because I do have a lot of friends who do store exclusives, and rather than have to decide who to help promote and all that stuff, I usually just decide it's easier to keep that stuff to the side, if that makes sense to you guys. So that all being said, if you guys want to see the books I've been wasting all of my money on, just hang on for a few seconds after the intro, and I will be right back. All right, so first up, what do we got here? I like to put little title cards so you guys know what I'm talking about. And first up, we are going to do a little bit of randomness. Usually this is a larger portion of the things I'm wasting my money on, but this time out, it's actually a smaller portion. And I actually do have a little bit of an unboxing here as well, too, because I got a couple of packages I will be opening up once we get to the store exclusives portion of our program. But for now, let's start off with randomness. And I got a few things. This is going to dip into a couple of different categories. So we're just going to throw it all into randomness. So I'm going to start off with some second prints, some later printings, because as I said, it is a small niche collecting, and I do like it. I like it when there's different cover art. I will admit that. I'm not going to get into arguments of whether second prints, third prints, fourth prints, if they're still first appearance and all that stuff. I mean, you can make your own decision on how you wish to value your books that way, but logic tells you if it's a second print, it's not a first appearance any longer because it is a later printing of a book. So it's not the first time you see the character. It's a reprint of the first time you saw that character. So just keep that in mind. Or at least I keep that in mind when I'm investing my money. Yes, rarity, cool cover art, can sway me and could sway you, but let's just keep things in context. That all being said, here's a second print. I think I'm actually doing this one on Hidden Gems this week. This Uncanny X-Men. Oh, no, I'm not doing 544. I'm doing 500, I think. But this is Uncanny X-Men 544. This is a pretty cool... is this Greg Land? I think this is Greg Land. Or... yeah, I think it's a Greg Land cover. For, again, X-Men 544. This is wrapping up the Uncanny X-Men run. here. And you can see I bought it for $4 at a shop here near me. Moving on, I do like grabbing these Star Wars second printings, and a lot of these are just like color variants. Like this has just got a red sheen to most of it, and this is for Darth Vader. What issue is this? 15, just a random Darth Vader 15. But I will grab any of these second printings just if they're like cover price or less. I'm just gonna get them because I think it's kind of cool, and who knows what could happen with some of these books down the line. So this is the second print again that I just picked up from that same shop. I do buy things online, and when the price is right, I will go and pick them up. And in this case, I picked up two. I'm not sure if I showed these before, but if you guys follow my IG, you've probably seen these a while ago. But I did buy that second print of Galaxy's Edge #3 because I like this. I really like this Hondo cover. I'm a big fan of Hondo, and I try to collect all his stuff, so I do like this cover. So I got two. I mean, only one's going to be for me. Maybe I'll give away the other one. Maybe I'll sell. I don't know. I'll get rid of the second one one way or another. But only one is really needed for me. But like I said, sometimes I buy two to try to help defer the cost of my copy if I can. Or I don't know. Sometimes I just buy two because I have OCD, I guess. Sticking with some randomness, I've been talking a lot about these Sonic and like Mega Man type books. So here's a few Sonic books that I picked up online for cheap. Because again, sometimes when you go shopping online, even on eBay's, and you find a book that you're looking for, you see a guy, they got a book that you found that you want, and then it's like, well, you know what? If I'm going to pay shipping for this, let me see if I can defer the cost of that shipping over several books. Let's see what else they got. And then you start going shopping through new stores and new places, new people you've not checked out their stock before, and you end up buying a whole bunch of stuff. And in this case, I found actually I think I got all of these on Graham Cracker, if I'm not mistaken. So I was looking for something. Oh, that's right. I'll show you what book I got from Graham Cracker. And I found these Sonic books as well. So this is Sonic Universe issue 52. This is part of this is a variant with a part of that Mega Man crossover. So I'm getting a bit of that Worlds Collide. I know I've talked about these on the Hidden Gem show, I believe, before. So I was looking for it. So I found these for a decent price. Around cover. Here's another Sonic book. You got Dr. Eggman right there. A lot of variants on these books as well. It is some really cool covers. It's got Silver Sonic in this one. Who knows what we're gonna get? I know we're getting Shadow in Sonic 3, but we may be getting more characters. We could be getting more. Here's the end, I think, of the crossover. It all ends here. We've got Super Sonic, all glowy gold, and Mega Man here as well. I like these things. These are in no kind of order. So Sonic Universe 52 on this one. Sorry if I'm not reading out all the issue numbers. I got so many books here. I probably should have broken this up into different chunks. Should have done these once a month or something, but there is quite a backlog. And then I got this random wizard tunes. Got this from my comic shop. You keep an eye out and set your alerts on there. And when they get stuff in stock that you're interested in, sometimes you'll get alerted and you can go buy it. I get paid a couple of bucks for this. This Tunes issue 1. I think there's the first Harley or somebody in here. Can't remember which one this is. And I apologize. I bought this so long. Why I buy some of these things. But there is early or Spider-Man 2099. It's one of those early appearances in the Tunes books of like shows and animation and that type of stuff. I think it's Harley though. In this little Tunes Wizard magazine. So I grabbed that there again just for a couple of bucks on my comic shop. As well as here's some more weird stuff. We're gonna get into some variants. I've talked about these Haunted Mansion that they have those Disneyland the Kingdoms exclusive. So this was issue 2. It was in a lot. It was like $5 with a few other Disney books. So I was like, you know what, for $5, I'm gonna buy this because this thing ain't easy to find. These weird because I'm not in Florida, so I'm not going to get it from the exclusive store down there because I don't have access to it. Oh, here's the book that I found online on Graham Cracker that caused me to place that order and got me those Sonic books as well. And that is when I was looking at those Disney 1 in 10s. I didn't get the Action Comics homage for issue 1 because they didn't have it, but they did have the issue 2 1 in 10, which again, this one didn't even show up on the census, so God knows how many of the 1 in 10 are, because this book itself didn't make the top 300 comics for the month that it came out. So who knows, a couple hundred copies maybe of this thing, I don't know, but thought it was interesting. Price was good. and I found it. Again, sometimes you go looking around on those online stores. Don't ignore them and assume that you're not going to find things, because when you start finding, and well, not finding, when you start looking for things that are off the beaten path, or some of the weird things that I'm telling you about on like hidden gems that it's not on a hot 10 list. Yes, something hit the hot 10 list. All of those stores, all of those dealers, all of those LCSs also see the hot 10. They see those the app alerts. They see that stuff and they start pulling their books, repricing them to make more money. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it is what it is. But I don't want to pay a premium for that stuff personally. So that's why I like looking for things that aren't in the spotlight at the moment, and that I just find interesting personally. So that's how I do my collecting, and I find it's easier on my wallet to do it that way. That said, like I said, I got a lot here, so I'm going to keep rolling. As you know, I'm a big fan of Big Trouble in Little China, and I have been picking up those books. I've showed you a bunch of them, and here is I think the 1 in 50 for issue 1, this Dodson cover. Pretty cool. Again, found this on eBay, decent price, as well as the 1 in 100, which is also the iconic shirt that Kurt Russell is rocking in that movie. So yeah, grab those again. Well under ratio. Very decently priced. So I like them. Who knows if I mean, they're not easy to find. And they're usually not that expensive. Maybe they should be expensive. I don't know. I don't care. Those are for me. And as I said, the price was good, so I paid it. Along with this one, I think I covered this on Chasing Ghosts as well. This Wonder Woman, Bionic Woman, 1 in 25, I think it is. But there's not that many copies of this out there either. And I think I grabbed 2 from this seller. I don't know what I did with the second one. But it's around here somewhere. Maybe it's in a prize pack pile or a possibly sell pile. I don't know. But here's my copy that I'm keeping for that Virgin variant. I think it's a 1 in 25 on that. And I know these are going to show. I have a lot of more variants to go over. And I'm just sticking these things kind of in randomness for now because, these are kind of offbeat titles as opposed to more of your superhero fare that I think a lot of you are more interested in. Can't remember if these are 1 in 10s or 1 in 5s. I think they're 1 in 10s for Ben 10. But again, not heavily printed, oddball title. I remember my son was into this and these toys for a while there at the show. So I bought the comic. Just oddball, off the beaten path type of things. Sometimes these things can get pricey. Sometimes they stay very cheap. But I'll tell you one thing is that these aren't that easy to find. So when I find stuff like that, I'd rather buy hard to find and cheap than pay for hard to find expensive books, because I only got so much money to spend on this hobby. Here's a book that I had sold, regretted, and finally got back. And I covered it before on one of these shows. I think on Ghost. That Mega Mix, Mega Man Master Mix, number 1. This is that, got that uncanny, was it 142, 141 homage cover, with the X-Men, and then you still got the Mega Man back screen. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Mega Man, so these are pretty cool. These are backwards, these books, so the spine's over here. Is like a Japanese, like manga style, so you got to read it reverse. Maybe that's why I got rid of it the first time, because it was too confusing to read for me, because I guess reading backwards was throwing me off. But I really like this cover, so I picked one up again, because I regretted selling it the first time. And with that, we do have another segment to go to, and that segment's going to be the store variants and exclusives. And with that, I'm going to open up the boxes that I got. So I got a couple of packages in the mail too today. While I was planning to do the JSC, the J. Scott Campbell unboxing, so I figured, you know what? Let me just open these packages on air too, or record it. I know I'm recording this, but if you guys would rather see this stuff live, let me know that too, and I'll do this live if you think it's that interesting. I just don't know if I'd be able to keep up with the chat as well as doing this, because it's enough for me to remember all this stuff about the books that I've spent my money on as to why. And this is from Third Eye. This is actually from the James Tinian store, the Tiny Onion store. So let's see what exclusives they sent me this time out. I did do the founders tier for Tinian Substack last year, just on a whim, on a goof. I usually don't spend that kind of money on things like that, but it seemed like an interesting concept at the time. I had extra money at the time. I think I had just done a whatnot sale or something, so I did sign up for the founders tier for both Hickman's 3CM, is that what, or 3MC, or 3Ws, or whatever, his Substack, as well as Tinian's Substack. So Yeah, I did the founders for both. I don't know if I'm going to re-up, but I think that's coming up soon because it's like $250. So that's a lot of money. But like I said, I did it last year just kind of on a whim, on a goof, and we'll see if I keep it up. But they sent me plenty of books, and some of these have sold pretty well, but I haven't sold any of mine because, again, I'm a collector first. And, oh, looks like this is the Closet? One of these gold foil covers that we get. This might be the Closet issue 2. Let me open it up and see if I can pull out the backing board. No, it's issue 1. It is issue 1 here. Once again, the tiny onion on the back. This gold foil. Pretty cool book. I think it's the Closet, right? That's what it looks like to me. Again, I don't want to take it all the way out and open it up, but there you go there. All right, so let me move these books out of the way because I still got more to open and more to show off. You know what? We'll get to the other unboxing next. I got one more unboxing. These are this is a store exclusives that I bought. Just on a, again, pure impulse. That's the word I'm looking for. I wasn't gonna say gut instinct. This is pure impulse. This is from Spectral Comics. I believe they're gonna give me a little sticker here as well to go with the books that I bought. Got this little box here, and I remember what these were. I did buy. Again, we just talked about this on the Star Wars show, and there are a buttload of variant covers for this issue, and a lot of them look the same. And I just, again, on pure instinct, I ended up buying this Sarah Pacelli set because I kind of liked it, and I saw it early. I saw it first, so I said, you know what, I like that one. I'm buying it because I bought it for me. But there's so many. Don't expect to be making money on these Mandalorian variants, but I did buy this one from, I think it was a Spectral Comics. But again, this isn't here. I'm not here to kind of promote, show off, and pump store variants to anybody. I do have some. I do buy some because I buy them because I like them for myself, not for any investment or flipping, potential. But I did buy this set because, again, when I saw it online, it kind of popped. And once again, sometimes when I have extra cash in my pocket when I'm going out shopping for comics, I buy things on impulse. So that's what I did here. And while I was there, I also did buy the 1 in 25 Aja because I do like this one, and I knew I wasn't going to get to it. I knew me that I wasn't going to get out on a Wednesday and go hit up every LCS trying to get the incentives or calling around in my area. So I figured, I'm going to order one online ahead of time. So that's what I did here and got the 1 in 25 because I like this. This is the other one I really like. Just, again, for myself, not for investment potential, because there are a buttload of covers for those 1 in 50s, those 1 in 25s. There should be a ton, because there are a ton of store exclusives, and each one of them is going to have a crap load of those incentive variants. So just keep that in mind and don't go overspending for this stuff. And if you do, that's on you, but just know you're probably not going to see a return on that if you try to sell it. So just make sure you're comfortable with the price you pay for keeping it for yourself, as I did. Those are just for me. Those are not to sell or anything like that. Those are just for me. I mean, maybe I might end up giving away one of the 2 variants, because I usually don't need the Virgin and the trade dress. I usually pick which one I want to keep, which one looks best to me, and then I'll either get rid of the other one or give it away or sell it or something. I don't know, whatever. Who knows? But that's where we're going to start, and we're going to keep rolling because, like I said, I got a lot of books here. And we are going to move on to some other things. As I mentioned, I like David Nakayama, and I liked getting some of his older covers, and he has some of these older, like, Zenoscope type covers, which are not for everybody, but I still like them. And this was a MegaCon exclusive for this one. I dug it, so I found it online. It was a decent price, and I just bought it. Same with this San Diego Comic-Con version, 2017 Armed Forces Edition. I just liked it, so I bought it. Price was okay, so I paid for it. Limited to 350 this one. Again, San Diego's upon us, so let's see what new exclusives we get there. As you guys know, I like Adam Hughes a lot, and sometimes when I buy things, I buy them in 2s. So I bought 2 of this Alice. I think this was issue 1. This Hughes variant. I don't even know what these things do, if they have any sort of value on the aftermarket, but as I said, usually I end up buying 2 just in case of ones I like, and half the time, well, I'll send them both in there graded. Sometimes I'll get rid of the other one or give it away or something. I don't know. We'll see what I do with those ones. Oh, here are my Tiny Onion Stores books. Some of the other ones I've gotten from being Founders Level. This was Department of Truth. I think I got this last month. As well as this House of Slaughter book. just unique, interesting covers, exclusive covers. And again, they were when it first started, those first couple of books got really, really pricey, but I didn't sell mine. I kept them. And yeah, it's just was kind of for me. They're going to be unique. I don't know how many of these variants are printed. I don't know how many people subscribe to that level, how many they make of some of these exclusives, but they may be very hard to find down the road. I don't know, but they're just going to go into my collection in my box and yeah, sit there probably for a while, along with this silver coin. I think this is issue 11. I think it's issue 11. It's kind of hard to read, see with the lights, but yeah. And this is also a foil. It's not really coming through on the screen, but that's a foil little eye there on silver coin, like a coin, obviously. I've also mentioned before, I'm a fan of Art Germ. So I have purchased a few things from the Art Germ store. And these actually went on sale. I missed them the first time they came out, and then they just came back into stock, and they were actually on sale. So I'm glad that they did for these kind of like throwback versions. So I like this Wonder Woman cover because it had that kind of throwback kind of golden age vibe. So I like this. This is for the issue 750 of Wonder Woman. So kind of our anniversary. And they had the newer versions that were kind of flashier, but I like the throwback like look, like this Detective Comics 1000 version with the three villains, I guess, villainesses. I don't know what you want to call them, but Detective 1000. Like I said, I like this style. I like this look, so I wanted this copy. I didn't need the other versions. This was the one that I wanted for my collection. Again, from the Art Germ store, where I also ordered these variants. And this was a case where I did order 2 sets and it got popular. And I did actually sell my extra set already. But these were the ASM number ones, the Virgin covers for Black Cat and Mary Jane. They were limited to, I think, the 1500, and I got the COAs hand numbered. And like I said, I did order 2 sets. These things were expensive to start, but these ended up being pretty pricey. And I sold my extra set for a little bit of a profit to help pay for me keeping my set. It's like I said, I do that sometimes. Just it's the cost of doing business, I guess. It's also how I can keep buying more and more comics. I got these Nakiyamas, 2 Gambits, because I like Gambit. And yeah, usually people are buying the sexy girl covers, but sometimes I like this. I like this Infinity type cover. It's like that tarot that he did, where it's like the cover inside, cover inside the cover inside the cover inside the cover. So I thought it was kind of cool. So I picked up 2 of those. More store exclusives. Like I said, I'm not opposed to store exclusives. I'm not against them. Like I said, I just don't want to talk up anyone or the other because I have friends who do this, and I don't want to show favoritism or neglect anyone. Because if you make a cover and I don't like it, I don't want to have to sugarcoat it and say that your cover is really nice when I don't think it is. Because a lot of times when you do these store exclusives, you don't get to pick the cover art. It's just kind of given to you. So it kind of sucks sometimes if you get stuck with cover art that's not that great. Or not what you want or what you expected. So again, I don't want to have to speak out the side of my mouth. I want to be honest and give my opinion, and I also don't want to affect anybody's business in that way. So that's why I usually just stay away from commenting on this stuff. But I'm showing you the ones that I bought and paid my money for, including this Archie's book. I kind of like the Beatles kind of throwback here. I got this as a throw-in when I was at I think it's Stadium Comics, because they do a lot of these Dan Parent Archie books, and if you've seen on my IG, I do buy these a lot. Just some when they catch my eye, and yes, I will buy these ones because they catch this summer loving or whatever caught my eye, so I bought 2. So there we go. I bought 2, and I threw that other one on top because it was on sale. Figured I was spending money anyway. Might as well throw in some extra stuff. Speaking of Nakayama, got this Obi-Wan Virgin version here. I don't even remember what store this came from or who did this one, but I got that one too. As well as, my buddy Ben C, Mellow Fellow, comic book exclusives. They do a lot of variants there as well. Again, I have friends. They do these books, and I don't want to have to choose and decide which ones they do that are good. But when they do good ones, I usually, I'll get them and be happy to get them. Like this EM Gist Obi-Wan, which I think is fantastic. This is just the Virgin version of the regular one that he did, but I think it's a great cover, and I do like it in that Virgin look. As well as these Darth Vader. You got the Mustafar, you got Vader's Castle, pretty cool. Crimson Reign 22, and you got the Virgin version here as well. Also like this one. And then I also have this the Kirkham Obi-Wan. Got the set with the Virgin as well as the trade dress. So as I said, I'm not against them. I just buy the ones that I'll get for myself that I like, and they'll go to my PC. I just don't think it's smart to try to buy a lot of those books for investment purposes because half the time you're not going to get your investment back. But that all said, we are 25 minutes in, but I'm not nearly done. I'm maybe even halfway done. I still have a whole pile of variants to go through, so we are going to wrap this thing up with a long stretch of regular variants. Let me move these out of the way and get this next stack up front and center. All right. But I have to do this thing in chunks because, like I said, there's a lot here. I like variants. I like collecting variants. I like talking about variants. I like oddball variants. I like oddball things I can get for cheap, like a 1 in 25 Death's Head variant. I'm actually going to be, I think, one of my upcoming hidden gems. I'm going to talk about Death's Head first appearance, but this is a 1 in 25 of this newer title from from Marvel. That print run's not too high, but I got this pretty cheap. I think under $10. I think it's like $6 or something. I can't remember, but I get a lot of these things for pretty cheap, and I'm happy to do so because I just think it's cool. So, got that. I mentioned this book when I was doing Superior Spider-Man, and I ordered one for myself because I like the 8-bit. I like Mega Man, as I've mentioned before, so I like the homage. So I bought this. I did not get this from Midtown. The person I bought this from obviously got this from Midtown, but I didn't buy it from Midtown. I got this on eBay somewhere. I can't remember who the seller was, but I got that one as well as the New York Comic Con that I also mentioned when I was doing that Chasing Ghosts. Like I said, when I'm doing research and I see these books, and if I find them for a price that is affordable, I will buy them for myself, as I did here. Frankencastle, kind of like these portraits, the heroic age ones. I think I found this at my one shop that has the $5 variant box. I think I got this for $5. I got this. I don't know if I got this from my comic shop. This is X-Men 92, #1, the B cover, that Secret Wars. But the cool thing about these is, yes, the cover on the front only has the that tiny, tiny little image in white. But then when you look at the back of the issue, which is why sometimes you get these things slabbed, you get the full image of what that tiny, tiny image is. And you see it's a pretty cool Jubilee, blowing her bubble gum. And I know there's those bubblegum collectors. So there's a bubblegum cover, but it's really, really tiny on the front. But then you get a better image that's blown up on the back. There's that cool Elsa Bloodstone one that I got in here somewhere. Not in this stack, but I've gotten previously. A-Force. And everybody's looking at A-Force because they think Thor's daughter or adoptive daughter, Gore's daughter that Thor is now raising. I guess a lot of people think she's Singularity because of that one reflection. I don't know if that's the case. I think that was just a matter of connecting her to eternity, but hey, who knows? But a lot of people are looking at A-Force, and here's just an oddball A-Force variant that I got for very cheap. Yeah, She-Hulk there doing jumping jacks, everybody working out. Just a little different, a little cool. This is issue 5 of A-Force. All right, and what do we got next here? I got G.I. Joe. I got this interesting little Zartan cover. I think this is a 1 in 15 or a 1 in 25 for G.I. Joe Special Missions #5. It's retailer incentive B. I know there's a lower ratio on this book, but I don't know. This was an oddball one, so bought it. Just like this Hawkeye, all new Hawkeye #3. I like the two of them sitting together on top of the food truck, Kate Bishop and Clint Barton. So I thought this was a fun one. Again, another variant. This I should have put in the second print pile to start. It's Ghost Spider, second print. I think it's in this pile because I think I got these all from the same seller. Because, like I said, I'll go through and see if there's any other books that the seller has that I like, and I'll just start putting things on a pile. Or if they're at auction, I'll just start bidding, and I'll bid a low max. And if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. And see what happens. I bought this thinking I didn't have it, but then I was digging in a box and found out I did have it. So this is actually an extra now. This, Mary Jane's cover for Radioactive Spider-Gwen, Women of Power. What issue was this? Issue 6. So I thought I needed this, but I didn't. So this is going to be an extra one. Maybe I'll throw it up on Whatnot or something. I don't know. Also, I knew I didn't have this one because I have the regular edition of Ms. Marvel 13, but this is, again, this is the variant, and this is the first, I think, appearance of Cameron. I'm going to say if I his name right, but he could be a bigger character on her show going forward. I mean, he made it out, so we'll probably see him again in season 2. Oop, almost dropped my book. I did drop my book, but I caught it. Moving on. What do I got here? Oh, here, I got a nice little run. These were on sale on Midtown. And again, I'll go shopping on online stores, some even the bigger stores. Midtown, I will do some shopping there. And sometimes they have sales. And during this sale, they had a bunch of variants that were like half price. So for whatever reason, I don't know what the impulse was at the time, but I bought all these Ben Riley Spider-Mans for very cheap because they weren't even priced at ratio. They were under ratio already, and then half off of that. So these are 1 in 25 for this newer Ben Riley run. I bought issue 1. I think this is issue 2. Again, these are all 1 in 25s. Issue 3. Print run's not very high on all these, so these are going to get tucked away in a box, and who knows what will happen down the road. Oh, this is why. Because when issue 4 came out, it was right around the time of the sale. I bought this because I really like this Alex Garner cover, and I'm going to probably cover Alex Garner eventually on Hidden Gems. This is the quick artist retrospective because he's an interesting artist. Started off like inking Michael Turner and J. Scott Campbell. I'm sorry, J. Scott Campbell and stuff. And then his style got more of this kind of a, I don't want to say computer generated, but more of a cleaner look. It's just different. His style evolved over time. Anyway, I like this issue 4, so that's why I bought this one. And then I went back looking. I was like, well, I might as well get the 1 in 25s for the other ones as well while I'm here shopping. All right, that's it. Let's keep it rolling. See what else we got here. Plenty more books to talk about. You know what? I'll move that over there. It's kind of in the way. I mentioned this Fantastic Four. This is what 611. This was the end, I think, of that run of Fantastic Four. But this is the Susan G. Komen for the Cure cover. I thought that was kind of cool, and just a pretty nice cover there of a Invisible Woman. So found that, I think, in that $5 box. These I got online for very cheap. These are like a couple dollars, like I'm talking like $2-3 I won at auction, and these are like high ratio incentive variants, like 1 in 25s to 1 in 50s, 1 in 75s. So Avengers AI was one. I think that's Christian Ward, I want to say. I'm not positive, but got this one again just for a couple of bucks. Super Giant by Jerome Opeña. I think these were 1 in 75, so got that one there as well. Guardians of the Galaxy 11. I think this was also I don't know if 1 in 30. I think it's an odd ratio, but these were again high ratio incentives that were very, very cheap. The most expensive one I think that I won, and I think these were all listed like at auction, was this one, this Black Widow #3, this J.G. Jones. I think it's a 1 in 50. It's not easy to find, and I think I got it for like $10 or $9 or something. So, I mean, you can go check the eBay history and you'll find them. You'll find if you go searching for this. So this is that Black Widow #3. This is in the last month or two. So still probably out there. I just don't remember off the top of my head. These connectings, I was trying to win these, but I only won, like, I guess this one, maybe another one somewhere in here. But this Avengers #26, these connect. And these, again, were higher ratio variants, but I didn't win them all. I only got one. So now I got to see if we can find the other ones for cheap to finish out that Avengers connecting set. $5 variant box. Got this 1 in 25 Doom, Emperor God Doom. I just love this cover. I think it's really cool. This is still pretty cheap for whatever reason, but if we do eventually get an Emperor God Doom on screen, I got to imagine things like this are going to go up in value. And I don't know, like I said, I got a couple of these now because when I find them cheap enough, I just buy them because I like it. Even though this is marked for $15, I did get this for $5. The variant, this is Spider-Geddon, and you got a pretty cool Leopardon. Pretty cool Leopardon variant, but I did not pay the 15. The shop gave it to me for 5 because again, they're good people. They're good people there. This is Punisher Soviet, which I've talked about before. I still haven't found 4 or 5 for cheap, but I did find #3 for cheap, so I did buy this. Yeah, so I think it was like $11 or $12, if my memory serves, somewhere in that range. But I did get this 1 in 25 for Punisher Soviet. And I know this came up again somewhat recently. But I think where I first saw these were Gary Nusser had posted about them, and I liked 4 and 5. I was like, oh, those are pretty cool covers, and they are pretty low print. So I'm looking for cheap. I'm not going to pay market because this market's too expensive. This is Marauders 1. This is the 1 in 25. It's just I kind of like this run. I kind of like this series, and yeah, I paid a little extra, just not a little extra. It's still under ratio, but I think I paid for when it came out. I just bought one, so. Marauders #1, 1 in 25, because again, I just kind of liked it. I mentioned these. These were some cool covers for Guardians 3000s, and not that easy to find. Issue 3. Again, these were like $5 or less. I think I paid for these. I got these online on eBay. And issue 5, which I really, really like. I don't know, just really cool image. Cool cover. And then are we getting here near the end? Looks like we are. So we're gonna go here. This is this week's hot book, and I showed this on my IG. I just liked it. I should have probably bought at least two, but I only bought one. So GI Joe, 295, the RI cover, 1 in 10. Pretty cool snowy Baroness cover. Poison Ivy, number one. I like this Frank Cho. I like Frank Cho's art. I like this one in particular, so I ended up buying two of them. Don't know why I bought two, but I did. And then sometimes when I buy things, I don't know and I don't remember. And this next one, Art Adams, X-Men. I liked Art Adams. I think I mentioned before. I was like, what's he been up to? But this X-Men, what issue is this? Issue 12. Has this pretty cool 1 in 25 Art Adams. And yeah, I bought it once. I bought it twice. And I didn't even know. I somehow bought it 3 times. But they all showed up and I was like, got to pay better attention. So got 3 of those. So those are most likely again. Well, at least 1 or 2 of those are going out of here. The Corinthian. I just like this cover. Thought it was really cool, so I wanted to get one for myself. I showed these before. One of those shows, the Jenny Frizen. I like it. There's something about the biting of the lip. I dig it. You got the blood on the face version, and the one that's not. One of these is the 1 per store, and the other one is the I think 1 in 50 incentive. I can't remember which one is which, or I think the blood might be the 1 per store, and this might be the 1 in 50, or I don't know. Maybe it's 1 in 25. I don't remember the ratios, but it is what it is. I did get the Sozo Micah. What is this? Issue 40, 43? Yeah, 43. I pre-ordered this from a shop. I pre-ordered 2, but they only sent me 1. But, what are you going to do? I did end up getting 1. So I didn't pay the crazy market price. I paid over ratio for this one when I pre-ordered it. But I knew that going in because I had a feeling this was going to be hard to find and a feeling it was going to get expensive. So I wanted to make sure I got 1. Well, actually, I tried to get 2, but I did get 1. So this is the one that I still have. So there's mine. I mentioned these on the show before as well. I think we're going to get into some books I mentioned on the Chasing Ghost show. And these are the Spidey. Spidey. I don't know if you remember that 12-issue series. I kind of went back and told the origin, early stories of Spider-Man. These are the 1 in 25s. That was issue 1. I think that was a Humberto Ramos cover. Then we got issue 2 here, which is pretty cool. But the one I really like is the Tedesco, the number 3, which is not that easy to find. I really dig it. I like this cover. It's that kind of like a Norman Rockwell kind of throwback kind of vibe. So I got those 3 there. Nova, number 2, when Richard Rider first meets Sam Alexander, which I mentioned on the shows before. I like it, and I like this book, and I did get 2 of them. Yeah, they're cheap enough, so I figured why not? I didn't get them from the same place. I got them from 2 different places at 2 different times because, once again, I think I forgot that I had bought it already. Because I tend to do that. Gotham Academy. I know I talked about these, so when I was doing the research on those, I did get issue 5, and I did get issue 6. I can't remember which one of these, but one of these was that tale I told you about the seller who wouldn't accept the best offer that they countered to me. Made a best offer, and then they pulled it down, and they tried doubling the price on me. So, yeah, I still got it. I still got the book, and I didn't overpay for it, so... Gotham Academy, 5 and 6. Sorry, I know I could be a little petty, I guess. Really dig this. Black Panther 6. Udon cover. I'm a sucker for a cover with a throne, and I like Black Panther on the throne. There are quite a few of these different versions. I mean, of him chilling on the throne, but I like them, and when I can afford them, I go and get them. I like this number 6, which has gotten kind of tough to find. It took me a while to track that one down. Almost done. Only 2 more books left. I know we've been here a long time. I finally found this Michael Cho. I like Shang-Chi. I'm a big Master of Kung Fu fan from way back in the day because I love those old school Bruce Lee movies. So I just associated Shang-Chi with Bruce Lee when I was a kid, and he was one of my favorite characters. And I like this cover. This Michael Cho. And when it came out, it was hard to find. It was pricey. This is 1 in 50, I believe. And I got this one for pretty cheap. So sometimes it pays to wait. Sometimes it pays to wait. Don't let FOMO get a hold of you. If you like a book, you might be able to find one down the line for a price you can afford. Like this last one, I got this from a seller over in the UK. So it came shipped overseas, and it came to me nice and safe. I did get my Grand Moff Hulk finally. I forget what I ended up paying for this. This was pricey. This I did pay a lot for this. I did, well, a lot for me at least. I did pay up. It was over $100 US. I want to say it might have been like 120. I think eventually when we settled in. I can't remember. It could be in pounds. It could have been dollars. All I know is I had the money at the time, and we went back and forth on the offers, and we found that landed on a spot that we were both comfortable with. And like I said, came from overseas, came through nice and clean. I don't know, maybe I'll get it graded. I don't see any real major defects with it, but I don't know. We'll see. Cost of grading has gone up, so I don't know if I'm going to slab as many books as I used to. Plus, again, I got to take the time to do it. And you see, I'm admittedly pretty lazy when it comes to taking care of my collection, whether as far as selling, reselling, and all that stuff. So I just like buying and stashing in this room. That said, hopefully you enjoyed all of those books. It was a lengthy list, but it's been a while. If you want to see it more often, I can do it, and they'll be much shorter than this because I will not wait 6 months before doing another pickup show. And that's not even the last 6 months. That's probably the last two, maybe three. That's the stuff that was on hand at the top of a lot of the stacks that were around this room that when I went through today to find like what can I show off on my pickup show. So that's the stuff that was near the top. There's still a lot of books. I didn't include any of the dollar bin digging type stuff, any of the back issue hunting type stuff. That was just more of the variants and the things I was buying online that again was handy at the time. But again, let me know in the comments more of the stuff you guys want to see here on the channel. Hopefully you did enjoy that. Hopefully you didn't mind me taking that long going through all of these crazy comics. But I figured if you're curious of what I'm spending my money on, that's what I've been spending my money on. And when I remember how much I pay, I don't mind sharing that with you. It's not a super secret. I'm not trying to brag or anything like that. It's just if you honestly want to know, I'll try to honestly tell you if I can, just to give you an idea. Because like I said, I try to be pretty cheap. I try to be pretty cheap when I'm spending money on my comics because this is my hobby. This is not my livelihood. This is just the extra little thing I like to play around with. So I play within the lanes that I can afford. I'm not big balling buying a lot of these Silver Age keys and huge graded books because I don't have that kind of cash to throw at comic books. I just don't. It's like I said, it's my hobby, but I'd love to, but not there yet. Nor do I really want to get that high. I don't know. Kind of like where I'm at. But that all said, hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully you check out all the other stuff here on the channel. And with that, after about 40 minutes or so, I think we've gone through enough books. I will leave you with that and see you with some more content later.